Hey everyone, let's switch. I'm here. Let me read through the comments for a bit. Hello people, it's Sam here. Long time no see on Hero Wars Dominion era. Usually spend my time in Hero Wars Alliance, but hey, here I am today. And first warning, first word of advice, do not post your IDs yet. Never worked like that. In the history of Hero Wars Dominion era live streams, we do not post IDs into the live chat. Just use the chat to ask me some questions, converse with other fellow Hero Wars enjoyers, all that. It's gonna be time for the raffle when we reach the end of the stream, and we're gonna enter it not through entering our IDs, but a keyword that I'm gonna show off a bit to the end. Hello everyone. People were saying full info about Cascade talismans, says SPMR BaseTR. And no talismans here, it's Hero Wars Dominion era. Talismans are not a thing here, but actually on Hero Wars Alliance, another channel for that. Some people were saying the music was sounding like an on-hold music for some sort of insurance service that I'm not familiar with. I definitely gotta refresh the playlist for the waiting section of the stream. Hello everyone. Hello. And yeah, someone asked, is the new hero any good? I think those people who already tried him through the pre-order might agree with me. He's pretty good. You just gotta know how to use Cascade well. He's a fun beast when you use him in proper conditions, and we're gonna check out what these conditions are when we start getting into the nitty-gritty of his skill set. And we're gonna do just that, and we also, tonight, gonna cover a bit about the adventure of Cascade. Sure, it might be familiar to experienced players who already played through Lyria's adventure, who played through Gus's adventure. Cascade's adventure is sort of in a similar lane. The elements might seem familiar, but I'm gonna tell you what changed, even if we're talking about under-the-hood changes from the developers. These are pretty fun. And yeah, as usual, we're gonna hold a pretty good raffle at the end of the stream that's gonna help you guys, at least 10 lucky viewers on this stream, to get through the adventure with more ease than usual. Yeah, hello. And let me remind you guys, in the description of the video, oh, sorry about that, Mike. In the description of the video, in the description of the stream, I've already posted the link to secret gifts. Press the link, it's available for the web version, it's available for the Facebook version of the game. Press it, get some resources, enjoy them on the house, just from Sam. And do not post IDs yet, guys. Guys, you are being deleted by the automated system. And actually, we're gonna have ourselves a bit of a moderator in the chat tonight. So if you have like some questions, you might ask the moderators. They're gonna answer you what you need to know. That's just in case if I missed the message, because Hero Wars Dominion era always surprises me with the numbers of viewers that come to my streams. The numbers are insane, and the chat speed is also pretty much out of the insanometer. So I'm always trying to catch up, but it's usually not possible, at least not in my physical abilities of scrolling through the chat. I might catch some messages, so shoot the questions my way, I might answer them. Or if I don't see them, you might ask the moderator team, maybe they'll catch your question and answer you through text. Alright, enough rambling, let's get to the game. So, I'm kind of late to the party in that department, but what's exciting? As we have a new hero, Cascade, coming to Dominion from the rivers. The guy is sort of an elemental. You might know more about him once you play through his adventure and the narrative it provides. I do recommend doing that, just that. I know some people aren't very excited about, the opportunity to read dialogues, but I think it enhances the character quite a bit. If you want to get attached to new heroes, if you want to get to know them before you use them in your teams, that's just the way it goes. And yeah, let's check out Cascade. You're gonna be surprised. I do not have him on the development build, but that's for special reasons, because I wanted to show off his skills while being on this beautiful screen, and also I'm gonna demonstrate a tad later how we get him through the adventure, for those of you who aren't in the know. So let's start with the skills, right? Everyone's excited about Cascade. If you already know about his skills, just, bear with me. We're gonna run through this for people who are maybe coming back to the game, maybe are new to the game. Let me catch you up to speed on what this guy is all about. So, Cascade is a support mage. The dude kind of enhances your magical damage capabilities on the field through various abilities. Deals a bit of damage himself, but most of the time his abilities are focused. Oh, there are 7s in the chat. Charlie's here. Hello, Charlie, and the squad. Yeah, the skills are like this. Hydrokinesis, it's the active ability. So when activated, summons a powerful downpour that deals magic damage on the formula of 15% magic damage and plus 45, scalable thing. In terms of, you see, it's a debuff. It casts rain that provides enemies with debuff that reduces their healing that they receive. The percentage is gonna scale with how much you grow this ability. So the percentage of 17% is not final. You're gonna see numbers a lot higher in that department when you upgrade your Cascade. But hey, the most exciting thing about this, cannot be resurrected while under the rain. Every enemy who's reading that, it's their funeral. No, Rufus, no Astaroth, don't need to bring Morgan to turn enemies into skeletons. This guy can help you as well. And yeah, pretty much a nice debuff to the healing, dealing a bit of damage, but I think that's not the key point for this ability. Do not focus on Cascade as a damage dealer proper. He's somewhat of an enhancement. That's his most effective scenario of use, in my opinion. But do feel free to experiment, because I've tried a lot of stuff tonight. I've been away from Heroes of the Millionaire for a bit, and it's always exciting to go back to it and interact with this combat system, because it's pretty different. Tidal Wave. The hero transforms into an unstoppable wave that surges through enemies. What does that mean? Cascade is gonna be rushing through the enemy team, going back to his team, and dealing a bit of magic damage. This one is pretty straightforward. What we kinda want to focus on is that it scatters the enemies, it makes them move a bit, around the place in different directions. Pretty good if you have abilities that are based on movement and, harm enemies if they move. And we're gonna talk who does that pretty well just a bit later. You might already know who I'm talking about. One of the twins. And refluence. What is this word? Refluence. Alright, sorry. Hydro science is not my thing. Sorry about that. When returning during Tidal Wave, the hero applies the Watermark effect to enemies for 5 seconds. That's the same Watermark the twins interact with through their abilities. So Christa and Lars. And whenever a marked enemy takes magic damage, as you can see, they suffer an additional, damage in the magic damage form, in the magic damage department, based on a formula of 12 magic attack plus a bonus. Yeah. So, what makes this exciting? This is not just a one-of-a-kind giant boost to your magic damage. This is a kind of thing that works with every instance of dealt magic damage. So if you have heroes that, deal magic damage for basic attacks, deal magic damage, constantly, even if in lower amounts, this thing adds up. It's pretty good. You kind of add some magic damage to each of them, and the overall power of your team grows insanely, basically. And once we start talking about basic attacks, the elemental surge is quite insane as well. So, what does it do? Cascade empowers allied heroes whose primary attribute is intelligence. Pretty straightforwardly tells you that, hey, get your mages, get your people who are based on the intelligence stat. Get Augustus's, get your other people. And basic attacks of empowered heroes deal magic damage equal to a percentage of their magic attack stat. This percentage is going to increase once you start upgrading the ability. This is not final. I think in the maximum it reaches 46%. Let me lower the music a bit. I think it's a bit too loud. There we go. Yeah, 46%. If you take magic damage dealers whose magic attack stat goes way above their physical attack. Even by just placing Cascade into your team, you're gonna increase the damage output through basic attacks by a lot, by a pretty big margin, because basic attacks of mage heroes still deal physical damage based on the core concepts of, Hero Wars Dominion era combat system, because, every basic attack, if not told otherwise, is going to deal physical damage. And Cascade throws a wrench into this mix, throws a water wrench of some sort that allows the magic damage dealers finally to thrive and, make their basic attacks not just be a form of gaining energy, but dealing damage as well. Pretty cool, pretty nice. So be sure to try that. And I'm also late to the party in that department, but hey, I'm gonna talk about Christa a bit. Christa was one of the heroes that, received some changes before Cascade's release. I'm gonna go over them, and these changes are gonna be pretty essential. Why I'm gonna explain, in just a minute, maybe show in just a minute. I'm gonna explain it straight away. The girl does exactly what we need from an ally of Cascade. She deals magic damage, she deals it pretty consistently, and, her attacks are made pretty often, they deal magic damage pretty often, basically winning from that. And, as well, she interacts with the natural synergetic element of Watermarks. She applies debuff, the same debuff that Cascade interacts with through his abilities. So, it's, it's a given. You're gonna see Cascade for the first time, you're gonna be like, hey, we gotta combine, Christa and Lars with this guy. It seems like you want to try this. And yeah, other changes that are pretty exciting about Christa, one of the most important ones, the Mark of Water is no longer considered a negative effect. So, Sebastian, Nebula can do a thing about the Mark of Water. This thing is just purely a sigil above your head, so Sebastian and Nebula are gonna be like, hey, this thing seems harmless enough, we don't want to cleanse it, so it's gonna stay. And that's pretty helpful for those of you who are gonna use like Christa and other heroes that use the Mark of Water. Chains of Frost. The Chains of Frost is the second ability. Here, we got ourselves additional changes in terms of how it reduces the magic defense. Now it's twice as effective. So we are lowering the magic defense by a lot, opening and paving the way for our magic damage dealers to destroy the opponent. Pretty good, pretty good. And Icy Vengeance is the ult, is the thing that gives damage through 5 ice crystals, is increased in its damage output through the formula. The old formula was 25% magic attack, this one is 35% magic attack, plus the bonus that is shown after the plus sign is increased as well. So, Christa became overall a better mage, and she also got herself an ascension. Oh yeah. The volatile crystallization, when the ability of Christa that kind of saves her life when encountering big amounts of damage, she's gonna explode the icy block, dealing additional magic damage. Pretty good if we want to increase the output of magic damage and the instances of magic damage that we want to see on the field. And generous Watermarks. This one's pretty exciting. This thing allows you to heal your heroes through dealing magic damage to a target that has watermarks. So, the formula is pretty much, we know the formula by now. So let's get to the trainings. I'm gonna show it in action, and we're gonna see how it works. I have this a bit of a team here. I already put Christa and Lars here just, for the gimmick of it. Just use every hero with the watermark just to see how it's gonna do. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe let's get rid of Julius. Maybe let's put Christa as sort of a tank through the ice block. Maybe her standing in front position and getting into an ice block pretty often is gonna allow our other mages to cast through. Maybe throw Augustus into the mix. Gotta be careful with Augustus. His abilities might throw a bit of a wrench into your plans about dealing magic damage. But hey, let's do that. Now I can finally read the chat. And there are a lot of 7s. Someone asks, who cares about Christa? Did I see that right? What do you mean? Who cares Christa? Man, the Christa works. She tanks for you, man. What do you mean? The twins have been here from the beginning. Almost the beginning, you know? We gotta respect the OGs. You know? Pretty nice. We try battles, we get some victories out of the way. Boom. Boom. Just like that. Pretty fun magic damage-oriented team. Not gonna work in every instance. I'm not telling you this is like the most meta team to ever, you know, walk this earth. Because, you know, we have ways to counter magic damage. Be careful with your Isaacs and all that. But hey, putting all your eggs into a magic damage basket can be profitable if you face an enemy team that, you know, has a Sebastian. You aren't scared of Sebastian. You just consider, do you have on the enemy team someone who's going to counter magic damage? If not, you can have fun with this thing. And let's go maybe for another battle. What do I have here? Ooh, I have this team. This team with Isaac is going to be pretty tough to beat with just, you know, Cascade. But here, let me throw maybe a Julius back. I'm kind of afraid of Dante here, but just add him here for a bit of a shield in front of the mages. Good evening, Sam, says Zoltan. Hello, hello. Can we have new pets, please? Asks someone. I'm gonna add that to the feedback list. Don't worry, we go through the chat. If we see a lot of requests about something, these are gonna be thrown to the feedback tables of our developer team. So your feedback through streams reaches the developers in one way or another. So be sure to request something if you want, and maybe I'm gonna read it. Maybe share some news, even if I have them. You know, if I don't have them, I'm just gonna tell you, hey, we see the feedback. I'm gonna add it and submit it to be seen by the devs a bit later. And yeah, retries. I think there are gonna be some losses here. I don't think it's a okay, pretty stable team. But, you know, I'm no expert in combat, to be completely honest with you. By no meaning like I'm a cyber, I don't know, a cyber champion of Hero Wars Dominion era. But, hey, we got some people who know their stuff and know a thing or two about combat and battles in Hero Wars. And if you are subscribed to our official community pages, or if you visit the community page on the website of the game, then you are probably already in the know that our YouTubers like Hero Wars Central, like Olympus, already shared video guides and videos, going through the details of Cascade skill kit, of who you can run them with. Be sure to give these guys a look. Be sure to give these guys videos a watch. And if you aren't subscribed to official community pages, be sure to do that. You know, we grow as a community. We build, very permanent links. We are all intertwined by Dominion and our love for the game. So, hey, join the community. Be sure to, engage with it. Maybe share your content. Hey, who knows? But hey, let's get to the thing that is going to allow us to get Cascade if you're interested in getting them. Because I think you should be interested. These are the adventure events. We have Taming the Wave, dedicated to Cascade. I'm going to go through this one, and then we're going to go through the adventure. I think that's the best way to do that. Let me scroll through this. So, the adventure for Cascade is going to be dropping pretty soon. It's just after the weekend, 22nd of September, Monday. Be expectant. And yeah, this one is pretty straightforward. This is an upgrade to Cascade sort of quest lines collection. The Gift of the Elements, and you receive coins that can be used in the adventure windows. Ripple of Mischief Evolution. The rewards are like this. Promoting Cascade through the ranks, like this. A lot of coins here for rank red. Reach the artifact level 10 for Claws. It's the artifact quest line. You see the rewards here. The ability level. Boom. This one's pretty easy to get. unlock an ascension glyph, like this. Moodfall, upgrade any hero skin. Boom, a lot of quest lines rewarding you with 3000. And Flood of Trickery, reach the glyph level. And these are the rewards. And the adventure are like this. Quest lines. Win the battle in the Under the Power of Water event. Basically participate in the event and you're going to receive some rewards. These energy crystals are going to help you to upgrade relics and interact with the adventure. And these ones are glory points. These are for the battle pass that is active when the adventure is going to be releasing. And once the event is active, the battle pass is also active as well. We're going to check out the rewards for that battle pass just in a minute. And here you can gain, an avatar with your one and only Cascade, buying emeralds, a bit of cashback here, some standard stuff, spending emeralds. As you can see, I've spent some on development build because I have, a bit too much of them, to be completely honest. And these reward you with energy crystals. Hero introduction, get a hero Cascade of maximum rank and various other heroes that you can upgrade through interacting with the adventure mechanics. And these reward you with glory points for the battle pass and energy crystals also. Cute helpers, buy any pets. As you can see here, pretty stable in terms of rewards all across the board. And get VIP points, gets you energy crystals as well. Legends United, spend stole coins. And yeah, these are like this. And Sapphire Fever, spend free Sapphire medallions and more through here. And now, let's get, into how the adventure is going to work. And it's going to be looking pretty familiar because, okay, the most exciting thing about all this, our developers spend a lot of time, spend a lot of effort doing a lot of under-the-hood work. Unfortunately, it's the kind of work you don't really able to show off because it's mostly the inner workings of the game. But hey, what that means for you, the players, the adventures that run sort of similar to Lyria's and Gus's events, the adventures are going to be running just like that in the future. So what we did is unified how these adventures are going to work. So if you see an adventure in the future, they're also going to have energy crystals, they're also going to have valor coins, the resources are going to remain the same. But it doesn't mean you can save on these resources. You can't just, if you're interested in Cascade for some reason, you can just save the resources and save them for another hero. They're going to convert once the adventure ends. And all this is done mostly for the sake of not relearning the entire adventure, from scratch once the new one drops. So if you play the Cascade's adventure and in the future you see another adventure coming up, you also already going to be in the know about how it's going to work. You're also going to have energy crystals, valor points, and you're going to be like, oh, okay, I know how this stuff works. It's nothing scary. I don't need to sit here for 10 minutes and click through every single thing and, relearn the whole thing from scratch. And yeah, these are the gameplay sections. Let me showcase the rewards. The completion rewards, as usual, are pretty rich. We have some soulstone boxes, we have some skin stones here, we have some gifts of Dominion, we have more gifts of Dominion of various rarity, we have these chests over here, another gift of Dominion, and the most exciting one, the totem fragment. And yeah, how do we interact with this gameplay section? I'm gonna play through it just in, after we press through every little window and every mechanic so you can relearn how it works if you're new to this. As well, you can learn it like from scratch. But hey, Cascade, you can get the guy. Let me get that. Let me get my rewards from here actually. Boom. I'm gonna get these energy crystals. Boom. A bit of clicking on my end. And you can exchange your energy crystals. And I do not recommend to to do that at least until you know what you're doing, because, you know, we got some other ways to spend energy crystals. I'm going to do this mostly just to showcase the mechanics. So, you know, don't follow my advice straight away. You know, just learn everything about the adventure if you're new to it. And yeah, how it works. You have this beautiful Altar of Fate that is based on Valor points, on these Valor coins. Sorry, not points. You can spin them and you gain a chance to get one of these rewards. Each reward that doesn't include the main prize, the Sapphire Medallion, is going to include 4 soulstones for Cascade. So Altar of Fate is going to be your way to getting Cascade if you, you know, did not pre-order the guy and you want to get him through here. This is going to be a good way to start getting the soulstones, and you're just going to be sitting here, sometimes getting main prizes. That means no soulstones of Cascade, but hey, the Sapphire Medallion is pretty valuable by itself, and we're going to discuss why in just a sec. So yeah, getting like this, and here we go. We have some soulstones for Cascade, and we have a Sapphire Medallion that can be used for buying these items right here. What can you do in the adventure in addition to the Altar of Fate? I'm going to show off the upgrades for the relics. The relics are an enhancement of your ways of interacting with the adventure. You've got Tome of Greed. You upgrade it through the energy crystals. It's going to grant you extra coin bonus when spending energy. And it's going to grant this one, Grail of Generosity. It's going to reduce the reward cost in the Altar of Fate, so you pay less of Valor coins for the Altar of Fate. And Amulet of Battle. This thing grants you a buff to your battle boost. It increases it in numbers, and these battle boosts you will require in order to unlock the chapters of the adventure. As you can see, these ones have some requirements in terms of that power. And the last one is going to be 250. And these are the minimum requirements that you can beat the chapter with. So if you're really aiming for the totem fragment, then be sure to maybe use your energy crystals, save up on them, and get them to use in the upgrade of the buff. So maybe here. Get your priorities straight. Like, if you want Cascade, focus on Altar of Fate. If you want the totem fragment, be sure to upgrade another relic. You know, be wise with your choices. What other things we have here? We have these little offers for the energy crystals if you are in dire need of them. We got daily rewards. Do not forget about these ones. They refresh. You can come in every day, get the energy crystals. The energy daily charge here is going to grant you some as well. And yeah, just like that, some additional energy crystals. These are the Hero Enhancement and Hero Ascension offers if you want to enhance your Cascade after getting him in terms of ranks. If you don't want to, you know, collect the gear and stuff, Hero Ascension is going to allow you to ascend your Cascade. He doesn't have Ascension skills yet, but if you want to, you know, just upgrade stats, that's the way for you to do that. And the event ticket. What are we getting through the battle pass that, you know, the experience for which we get from the quest? We getting ourselves a new mythic skin for Cascade with the armor stat, some event materials, and unique cosmetics with the frame, with the avatars, and I'm going to show you where it's available. This one is right here. The unique avatar is right here. It's the starting reward, and you got energy crystals. All that for, you know, all the good stuff for other upgrades. Maybe for Cascade, maybe you're gonna use them somewhere else. Explorer's moves, that's pretty fun as well. Sapphire medallions, and another bunch of Explorer's moves. Sapphire medallions, Cascade's mythic skin, first level, on the 40th reward here. So if you're aiming for the mythic skin, be sure to focus on the experience for the battle pass. And the adventure chests as the bonus reward if you get over level 40. What are these adventure chests, you might ask? These are the resources that your, you know, charges and your Valor coins are going to convert into after the adventure ends. It's up to you if you want to spend everything you gain through the adventure. If like you're feeling I'm finished with the adventure. I did enough. You can save up on these things and get them converted into the daily chest, but, you know, do that if you have a plan in mind. And in addition to the adventure, we have a bit of a section dedicated to the adventure on the mysterious island here. You're gonna ask me, Sam, what do you mean we have something for the adventure on this new island right here? This one. You might have already seen it from somewhere, but I'm gonna tell you. You see this tower right here? This one right here, between the mountains. It's a turning-us path towards it, but it's gonna award you with the resources, the sapphire medallions for the event. And the thing is, this is important, people. The event is gonna last until the 29th of September. The new island is gonna last a bit longer, until the 1st of October, if I'm not, you know, mistaken with the date. I think I'm precise. So what that means, be sure, if you want to get these little coins right here for the event, be sure to explore that specific tower on the mysterious island before the adventure ends. Otherwise, the reward is going to be instantly converted into the chests. Yeah. And this mysterious island, what I'm going to tell you, this one doesn't feature a lot of patterns for the flags. This time, it's a bit of a different thing, the different theme for the rewards. But for those of you engaged with the totem fusion mechanic, if you're upgrading your titans, if you're upgrading the skills for your titans, be sure to interact with this island, because it contains catalysts for both elemental and the primordial type of your fusion resources. So yeah, be sure to do just that. Let me get out of the island. Not gonna spoil everything, but hey, this tower is important. It has a deadline, sort of, on the 29th of September. Be wary of that. And hey, I think that's about it for everything that I wanted to show off in the adventure, everything important here. If you're interested about what we're gonna give away for the raffle segment, this time we decided, hey, people do really want to sometimes get the best rewards out of here. The Gifts of Dominion, the Totem Fragments, and we decided to give you a boost. I think this is the first time we're gonna straight away give away the resources for the adventure. So this time the raffle is gonna contain 300 energy crystals, yours to spend in the Altar of Fate however you want. But if you're aiming for the Totem Fragment, aiming for these rewards right here, I'd recommend getting the required buffs with these things. They're going to be a pretty nice boost to your account, a pretty nice boost to your energy crystal number. Be sure to participate if you're interested in gaining them for free. Hey, who's going to complain about that? So yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to mention. I think that's about it for the... Yeah. Oh, no, one important thing. The thing is, with the overhaul for the adventures, we rehold a lot of resources under the hood, and you probably already know this from the community pages, but if you don't, because we did a lot of stuff behind the scenes with these resources and how they work in terms of code, we are gonna be addressing the usage of summer festival coins. I think until the 1st of November, you're still gonna be able to spend your summer festival coins if you have them lying around in your inventory. But after the 1st of November, you are not gonna be able to do that. So be sure to spend summer festival coins while you have them, because if the 1st of November comes around and you have them by tons of them, your loss. They're not going to be able to be spendable. And that does not actually relate to Spooky Festival coins. This change only by now affects the Summer Festival coins after the 1st of November, but Spooky Festival coins are still going to be spendable for a while. If there are changes done to this exact coin, then we're going to announce it way beforehand through the community pages. Be sure to do that. Hero Wars Info asks, are we going to be getting another new hero this year, or is Cascade the last one? Ooh, don't know if I can, share something like that, tease something like that. I'm just gonna tell you, be sure to watch the community pages. You're gonna learn everything through that. Web gift link in description not working. Ooh, should be working. If people are massively experiencing the gift not working in the description, be sure to check out the support page of the game. Might be related to somewhere in your browser, but should be. We configured them way before the stream, so should be working. If not, be sure to let our support team know. So I think I'm gonna focus on the chat a bit and go through the first chapter just as a background gameplay of sorts, and I'm gonna talk to you guys. Throw every question you have my way. I'm probably gonna skip the dialogues just to not spoil any content in terms of narrative. Oh, the tutorial starts. As you can see, the adventure already pairs a Cascade with the twins. It's just a given. But we're gonna get Orion Augustus. I think Christa can do fine as a tank here. We're just gonna, run with this pack. I don't think we're gonna need any significant changes. The first chapter is not very difficult. So we're just gonna go through here. No one that I really want to pin here. Oh, these guys I want to pin. Let's get here. Let's get through the tutorial. That started for me on my end. And let's get ready. Let's get the questions done. Doesn't make sense for a new player, building first some characters. I think you are gonna start off with building characters. If you really want to invest, I think you need to kind of see which game mode you're really into. Maybe you're into the guild modes, or maybe you're into arena. So based on that, I do recommend checking out the video on YouTube from our content creators from the community that might recommend different teams for different game modes. If you're into Asgard, it might require you to build something else as well. But I do recommend focusing on the game mode and, trying to see the trends and the meta changes in that particular game mode. That is going to allow you to get the most out of the game mode you enjoy the most about Hero Wars, and other stuff is going to come a bit later. You get into arena, hey, you already have some heroes, maybe engage with another one, upgrade another one. So maybe focusing on 5 heroes, 4 starters in one game mode is pretty good, but do try to diversify when you can. Let's see. Let's see. I still see a lot of 7s. Can we get all totems absolute stars and all heroes maxed from this giveaway? Not sure. I think the energy crystals are not gonna straight up upgrade your totem fragments and heroes, but hey, they are gonna be pretty good for you to, start your way to getting the totem fragment from the adventure. But, it's not gonna fully upgrade your account. We're not giving away the magical philosopher's stone that is gonna upgrade everyone and everything. I think that would not be fair. Even in the mood of community giveaway, even in the mood of Sam giving away insane prizes, I think that's gonna be a bit too insane. Let's see. Why do developers take forever to implement ascension skills? 80% of the heroes are unused. Where's the game's balance? I do see a lot of feedback in terms of old heroes not getting ascension skills, but the ascension skills are getting worked on. As you can see, we added ascension skills for Christa, so they are always in the back of the developer's mind, because they do include them into the pipeline of the development cycle, I suppose. But these come, as they're ready, because ascension skills, these are pretty much the new skills that need to be implemented after elaborate thinking, after, is it gonna destroy the balance of the game? Is, you know, a hero gonna be too overpowered in one of the game modes, in one of the multiple game modes in Hero Wars? So they take a bit of time to be done, but they are getting at it. Not like on a regular basis, but, you know, we are aware as a team about the Ascension skills. And if you wish to see the Ascension skills for a specific hero, be sure to share that feedback. And I think that is going to allow the developers to see your desire for an Ascension of a specific hero. And that's going to be probably going to be pushing the hero in the priority list of who's going to get the next Ascension skill. We're getting some Lars here. I'm going pretty much by the until upgrade sign, because the first chapter doesn't really need too much of a, you know, effort on my end. It's pretty easy. It's almost an introductory sort of thing for your gameplay in the adventure. But hey, do not be fooled by what you're seeing here. The later chapters do provide a significant challenge. As usual, you're going to be seeing some insane, like in enemy teams facing your team, because, you know, you need to have a strong boss at the end of each chapter. Someone says, "Hey, look at me, Sam." I'm looking. Not sure why, but I'm looking. Gotcha. "We need a new pet, please," says Zo Yun. Yeah, it's been a while since a new pet. I think we can, you know, get that feedback the developer's way as well. Sorry about that. I'm concentrating on skipping the narrative, so not to spoil anything, and, you know, not scare you with any of the development build buttons that are hidden here. Oh, Orion, finally. We got a Christa. I think we can go with that. Oh, narrative. Well, I'm trying to look into the chat, but the gameplay keeps on going. "Yes, new pet will be nice," says Andrea Cole. Make sure new pet gives Nebula some options. Oh yeah, it's a an old story about poor Nebula being synergetic with only like significantly less number of pet synergies in comparison to other heroes. But hey, Nebula is a pretty unique hero in terms of how she works with your team. So, you know, it's always it's the Ascension problem, basically. It's the something that should be considered very carefully and should be adjusted slightly and with precision. Otherwise, it can, you know, overthrow the balance, the meta of the game by just, you know, by a single pet, I think. Tristan needs more options too. Noted. Let me actually add it to my list here. I actually have it for the winners of the giveaway, but I think I'm gonna add some feedback to it as well. "We need something brand new," says Crafter99. Okay. Do you want to see like a new game mode, or like a new hero, or like a completely new way to play? Would love to hear some more elaboration on that, because, you know, you can add new stuff in various forms. Oh no, my Cascade is done, and Rufus is here, and he's gonna be stricken with magic damage. Oh no, I think I'm gonna lose a life here. This pesky Rufus is gonna destroy my team here. I think I need some... Yeah. I think the basic attacks are not gonna... Wait, let me actually turn off auto. Maybe the basic attack's gonna kill him. Please, some luck here, maybe? A basic attack? No. Please, Rufus. I hope for the best. We lost Lars. Someone? Orion, please finish the guy off with the basic attack. I cannot allow him to resurrect any longer. We don't have the Cascade for the rain. Oh no. Alright, this is looking bad. I was a bit too distracted. And I was like too dismissive of the challenge the first chapter provides. So you know, if you're building a magic team in the first chapter, please be careful with what you're doing. I think we're gonna need a bit of physical damage here just to prevent this kind of stuff. Let me grab Kayla just for the reserve option here. I did not realize we have a Rufus here. All right. One missing. Could have launched. Could have upgraded Kayla straight away. Oh wait, what did I do? Wait. We can fix this. Let's wait. Please, Cascade. I want you to stay alive for a while. And I'm gonna launch every ult through manual when I have the Cascade's active ability on the ready. Because otherwise, we are not going to be able to handle that Rufus. I picked Kayla and immediately forgot about it. Tells you a lot about how combat savvy I am. Please, Cascade, we only need... Oh yeah, let's go. Wait, he started casting this ability. Not what I wanted. Alright, this is good. Got him. Manual mode to the rescue. Thank you, manual mode. Saved my skin here. You rolled away Morrigan. She would have prevented Rufus's rebirth. Yeah, but you know, there are other ways we can handle this thing. I am very obsessed with the idea of magic damage team. So I'm gonna show it off just through the first chapter of the adventure. Let's see. Are you gonna rework the hero branches? Too many mages and very few control heroes. Change Celeste to healers and Peppy to control, please. That's an interesting suggestion. Yeah, maybe if there are more reworks coming in the pipeline, then I think we're gonna mention Peppy and Celeste then, if there is a desire for their, you know, role changes a bit. Bro, Cascade not that good. You have something against water, you know? The water reserves on Earth are getting drained. We should be respecting water. I do not want an aggressive water in the form of Cascade entering my home and swallowing me whole just because I said, hey, I don't like this guy. I don't like this water thing. Let me get Chorus here. I think Cascade is pretty good. Just give him a chance. If you have like Augustus, I think you can do something creative about this guy. Just from that simple, elegant combination. You already probably have like Christa and Lars, if you're an experienced player who played the game for a couple of years. They're legacy heroes who are pretty easily available in the campaign, and I don't think we're gonna need any more power for the boss. Oh, this thing is more aggressive than Cascade. Imagine if we added that as a hero. That would be a nightmare. All right. Don't need a lot of pets. I'm just gonna do this, I think. I think that's just gonna be enough. It's not a Rufus. The Rufus is the scariest thing here, I think, in the first chapter. Boom. Just like that. Give now, people are asking. Maybe people are already asking for the giveaway. We have to probably get to that in just a second. All right. Let me check a couple of more questions here, and then we're gonna roll straight to the giveaway, I think. We played through the first chapter. Let me just, for the iconic finisher of the gameplay section of our stream, am I gonna get enough soulstones for the summon of Cascade? That should be pretty fun to do it, like, you know, a sort of a putting a dot at the end of our gameplay section. I'm gonna do this. Forgive me, people who are looking at this and are like, you know, saying, hey, don't waste the energy crystals. Guys, don't worry. I'm spending energy crystals on development build. So, you know, I'm not losing anything here. I'm just doing this for a fun finisher of the gameplay section. And there he is, Cascade, dropping into live servers on the 22nd of September. Be sure to give him a try. The guy is pretty fun and is very interesting for those of you who are enjoying building mage. What's the word here? Basically, if you're building teams with a lot of mages in them, be sure to give this guy a try. He's gonna enhance your performance by a great bit. And now let's turn away and set up the giveaway. Okay, I'm gonna do something insane. For the giveaway, we're using the Nightbot, and we're using the our live chat to detect people entering the raffle and detect people winning the raffle. So, for your messages to go through a bit easier, I'm gonna lower the slow mode here. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Throw your last sevens in the chat, because these are the last sevens you're gonna see. I'm even gonna lower the slow mode to 7 seconds, because now is the time for tons of exclamation mark cascades in the chat. No more sevens, I think. No more sevens. Let me set up the giveaway and turn my screen to the giveaway. Ba-boom. Like this. Oh, and I should probably zoom. All right, people are already entering Cascade just from my verbal explanation. Insane. So, these are the giveaway tips, but I'm gonna go through them verbally as well. To participate in the giveaway, you first need to be registered in this list of participants. In order to do that, you need to put exclamation mark Cascade as a keyword into the chat. You only need to do it once. If you send additional exclamation mark cascades, they're not gonna do anything. They're not gonna lower your chance of winning, they're not gonna increase your chance of winning, they're just gonna be there. So, you know, if you want to not clutter the chat and, you know, maybe still chat with someone, converse with someone from here, please, you know, just refrain to one single keyword entering. And then, once we have enough entries, almost 2,000 viewers. Boom. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching the stream. It's always a pleasure being here on the Millionaire channel. A lot of active players, a lot of involved players here who are passionate about the game. And yeah, we are going to try and get the entry list to the number that is at least a half of our current viewership. And then I'm going to press choose a winner button. Once we press the choose a winner button, we're gonna see a YouTube handle appear on the screen, a YouTube nickname that I'm gonna try to pronounce, and it's gonna be displayed visually for 1.5 minutes. If you see that your exact nickname is on screen, if you see me saying your name, if you hear me saying your name, or at least trying to pronounce it if it's, you know, tough to pronounce, then you need to give us a shout out in the chat letting us know that you are here. You did not just enter the list of participants and, you know, went to have some lunch or dinner, and we can rely on you submitting your ID. So at first, if you see your name in the chat, in the window, I'm sorry, if you see your name in the window of the giveaway, then let us know by sending a hello, and then once you're detected, I'm not gonna limit you on time. You're gonna have enough time for you to like get the ID that you want to have the gift sent to on the 22nd of September. And yeah, that ID is gonna be put into my little list here, and then we're gonna proceed to the next winner. And yeah, now I think we just have to be patient and wait for everyone that wants to participate to participate. We have almost 2,000 viewers, but not a lot of entries, you know, for some reason. Let's at least climb to 1,000. Guys, be sure to put a keyword if you want to participate, but haven't yet put into the keyword. Oh, I see a chat message. Question: will the currency sapphire medallion disappear from the previous event of Lyria? I have saved up some of it from the previous event. My question is, will it stack with Cascade? It's not going to stack. Despite the resources being unified in their visual and their title, these are going to be tied to each specific adventure. So you're not going to be able to save up on them or stack them. If you play the Cascade adventure, you get some sapphire medallions. These sapphire medallions are going to be exchanged by the end of the adventure. So you're not going to be able to enter the next one, whichever hero will that be, and you know, already come into the shop and say like, hey guys, I already got 7 sapphire medallions. How about you give me everything you have here? And no, that's not going to be like that. Cascade talks. Cascade, Cascade. Is Cascade a girl or a boy? I don't really know. The guy is water. So maybe dig into the narrative. I think elementals are a bit of a weird thing. It's just, like talking to a cup of water. If I give like the water in my cup a name, I'm not going to be able to tell you whether it's a boy or a girl. I think it's just a weird kind of thing. I think for the sake of it, if you use like the rules for the gendered language, I think you can use like the gendered language for the water. If you have like something grammatically tied to the word water, let's use that. But it's not official lore. I'm not the narrative designer for the adventure. It's just, I'm just saying that. Here description says boy. Might be a mistake on my end. Once I started digging into the narrative, it started a bit, getting a bit weird. Maybe there's like some Titan connection and all that. Titans are not specifically like humans, so who knows. Not going to be responsible for the narrative twists that come around in the adventure. All right. We have 1,000 entries built into the list. That's technically a half of the current viewership. So maybe let's start. I think let's not wait any longer. Do remember that if we start choosing winners, that doesn't mean you cannot enter the list of participants. You can still send the keyword if you haven't entered the list yet. So once we start going through the winners, you can still sign up for the potential win. So let's start by choosing our first winner of 300 energy crystals for the Cascades adventure that's going to be sent to the in-game mail on the 22nd of September. Olivier there we go. Olivier Astuces. Sorry if I butchered your name. That's going to happen. Sam the Butcher, they call me, because I ruin the phonetical structure of any name I come around. Hello, boom. Insane reaction times from Olivier. I think I saw you in the pre-stream chat before we started the stream, Olivier. Good to know that you stuck around. All right. Boom, the ID is here as well. Now that's how you collect your prize. Thank you, Olivier. A second winner out of 10. Tuli Tark. Now that's a nickname. That's not. I think it's not like a first name thing. But hey, sorry if it is. Tuli Tark, please let us know if you're in the chat. Send a hello. Tell us something. And we're gonna acknowledge that you're in the chat and, allow you to go and collect your ID and send it. Also, guys, I might need your help. Oh, hello. We got Tuli Tark right here. Tuli Tark got his gift pretty easily, but if you guys see that some chatter won the giveaway and they are sending messages into the chat, but they are not getting detected by Nightbot, be sure to let us know. I'm gonna still go through the chat history after the stream. If we have some injustice in terms of not giving away prizes, we're gonna handle that. Everyone who needed to be rewarded with the 300 energy crystals is gonna be rewarded. So that's just in case the Nightbot doesn't register a message. Reroll. Thank you, Tulitark. Congratulations. Tom Peters. This is pretty easy. Now that's a name that I can pronounce. I hope I said everything correctly, guys. I'm not sure how exactly Peters is pronounced, but I think I did it right? Hello. Insane reaction times from Tom. Thank you, Tom. Tell me, Tom. You can send the ID, but tell me, did I pronounce it correctly? What a spam, says someone. Yeah, the giveaways are a bit chaotic, but that's just the nature of them. Boom, the ID is here. Tom did not provide us with the fact of the matter. We don't know whether I pronounced his name correctly or not, but hey, we're not gonna stall. We're re-rolling. It's K and K. 2 Ks, are you here? It's not a company 2K, it's just the nickname, 2 Ks. K and K. That's just how it is. Maybe the initials, maybe like, maybe something else. But let's see if they are in the chat. Spam, I hate spam in a can. Do you guys actually enjoy spam as a product? I kind of dig them in a sort of a like, maybe throw spam into a pan, fry it for a bit with like an egg of some sort, a fried egg sort of combination. It's kind of tasty, but I have weird tastes in that matter. Spam is delicious, someone says. Hey, the spam club is growing. Thank you guys for cheering me up. Thank you for letting me know that there are spam enjoyers in the chat. Hello, we got KK here. 24 seconds remaining. We got it. KK, we got you. So be sure to send your ID our way. And we're gonna wait and seemingly talk about spam, I suppose. Not in terms of digital clutter, but in terms of product. Something eatable. Eggs and spam. I don't know what it tastes like, but we have something similar. Be sure to try it. I think there are some people who can eat it straight out of the can, but I think it needs some. It doesn't, like, technically, I think, needs any cooking. Thank you, KK, for the next winner. 14 T Alexander. Or maybe 14 Talexander. Anyway, let us know, Talexander, if you're here. And yeah, I think most of the produced spam is like ready to eat, but it's not great. I think maybe some of you enjoy it like straight out of the can, but I think it needs some like thermic processing before it's ingested. I'm using terms like it's like a biological hazard or something. I started like praising spam, and then I went like to, be sure to cook it correctly. It seems like I'm, sitting on the edge of a fence. Thank you so much for the ID. Congratulations on being the 5th winner of our giveaway tonight. Jakub Olszewski. I hope that's correct. Jakub, please let us know if you're here. I punched the microphone again. Sorry about that, Mike. Domestic violence here. I saw someone saying that my name is almost one letter away from spam. There we go. It wasn't in the cards for me. Since my name, blessed the screen of Here Wars Dominion era streams, it was destined for me to talk about spam here. Jakub, hello. Glad to see you here in the chat with us. Now, the only thing we need is an ID that you want to use to be sent the prize to. It's actually pretty tough because I have a bit of a chat scroller here. I see a lot of keywords here, and I'm trying to get to some questions and some other discussions, but I still see a lot of keywords of like exclamation mark Cascade. Sam, like his spam, if he can eat it, no one can. That's a great nursery rhyme. Didn't know we're gonna get one tonight, but hey, there we go. Jakub, thank you so much for the ID. Our 6th winner, done. 7th winner, Carlos Martin Ramirez. Carlos, let us know if you're in the chat by saying hello, dropping in with a hello, a greeting, maybe a recipe for a spam dish. I should have been talking about like mineral water to be thematic about like Cascade and all that. How do we get into meat? Insane. We're getting insane puns here. This is just a pun festival. You mean you can't own fiddles in your home? That would be domestic violins. That was pretty good. Carlos, are you here? I know we're doing puns now, but I don't want to scare you away, Carlos. Please let us know if you're in the chat here with us. Carlos, please. I'm kind of getting jittery here. 20 seconds on the clock. Carlos, I don't want to press the reroll winner button. Each time I do that, my heart breaks a bit. I think it's going to be torn in half if I'm going to press it right now. Please, Carlos. Alright guys, if you spot a message from Carlos's account with that exact nickname, YouTube handle, we got him! 1 second. I was almost hovering over the reroll winner. I had the mouse right here. I was ready to click. We got him. We got him. Alright. The IDs follow straight away. Thank you so much, Carlos. We got him. We got him. Let me press space because I kind of messed up with my list. Now it's correct. Next winner is Jean-Francois Feet. Not feet like legs related, but feet, featuring, like a music track. Jean-Francois Feet. Captain Locke says, are we here to learn about Cascade or are we here to spend the time drawing names? Well, the stream is almost concluded, so we are drawing names to grant our loyal viewers some prizes, but once we end the stream, the recording is going to be available for you to scrub through and watch through. Hello, VOD watchers. Very glad to see you here. The information for Cascade is somewhere in the beginning of the stream and about the adventure as well. And we got Jean-Francois Feet on the line. Just like that. Now we need an ID. So if you want some information about Cascade, we did explore his abilities and how he works, as well as Christa and the adventure of Cascade. That's going to be dropping on Monday. Somewhere, you know, in the middle section and the beginning section of the stream. Thanks a lot. No, thanks. Thank you, Jean, for watching the stream. It's always a pleasure being here with you guys. And, you know, the streams are only happening because you watch them. So thank you. And next, we only have 2 winners left, and Roy Liram is our 9th winner, potentially, if Roy is in the chat. Just one time, please, let me win, ask someone. I see the emoji coming above. Oh man, it's always a heartbreaking thing to see people getting sad because they don't win. Guys, be fair with yourself. Be fair with your feelings. We have 2,000 people almost entering the list. It's tough to win. It's like playing the lottery, right? Roy, thank you so much for the ID. Thank you for participating. Congratulations. All right, guys, I'm choosing the last winner. Drop in your last entries into the Cascade list. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our last winner is General Z1. Congratulations, General Z. If you're in the chat, let us know through a hello. I see someone posting an emoji, a crying emoji, that purple head with teeth. Man, guys, you'll win next time. I promise you. I promise you. You should be. I think luck should be increasing with every stream you watch. I'm not sure. It's like, I'm not sure how it works. Finally, says General Z. Congratulations, General Z. Very happy to provide you with a gift. Those of you guys who did not, unfortunately, win because Lady Luck decided so, we still have the free gift for you guys in the description of the video. It's the links for the Facebook version. It's the link for the web version of the game. So, the adventure for Cascade is going to be dropping on the 22nd of September. And why is the chat window not working? It should be displaying your beautiful messages here. I'm not seeing a single one. I do not trust it. Chat window, did you break? Or are you guys spamming a lot, huh? Okay. Oh, there they are. Whew. I was thinking, you know, the worst thing. So, Cascade's Adventure, dropping on the 22nd of September. Give the guy a try if you're into mages, if you're into magic damage dealing team. Building one yourself maybe, want to enhance it with something. Cascade is your man, or, you know, girl, or water, or whatever, I'm not sure. Did not dig into the narrative that deep. It's up to you guys to explore and learn the dialogues, because, you know, cannot be a verified source on this. And yeah, check out the gifts. Remember, if you have Summer Festival coins stocked up, be sure to spend them before the 1st of November, because after that, because we did a bit of a rehaul under the hood, they're not going to be able to be they're not going to be spendable anymore. The button spend is not going to appear. The Halloween coins are safe for now. We're going to tell you if something changes about that specific resources. Summer Festival coins are the only ones that are going to turn off after the 1st of November, just because of how the code works now, with the adventure resources being unified. And I think that's about it for the time I dedicate to this stream. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for, you know, chatting a lot, for sharing your jokes and puns. It's always a great fun. Here was the Millionaire Players. It's always a joy to see you here. It was me, Sam, and I'll see you guys in Dominion. Good night, good day, bye-bye.
Ooh.